Atomics
Yes.
for 2 years, I think it was.
Yes.
We got laid off there, so I sold used cars for a year at Durham Motors.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, okay.
And then I went to the masonry meeting one night, and pardon me for, and
Okay.
there was I forget his name right now, it was the land registrar, and he was retiring. So that's the time I got a hold of Alec Crothers, was a member of Parliament,
Yeah.
and he said, yes, I'll try, we have to wait for a little while. So finally he said, yes, he said, we'll get you in as deputy land registrar. So, and Mrs. Ainsley was the land registrar, or registrar. And she didn't want me there. So the second day I was there, she said she was sick. So I didn't know what to do, so I just phoned Toronto, and they said, yeah, get a hold of the last land registrar that was there that retired. So he came in for a week with me. Well, I learned everything, not just
Right.
she just said she was sick, so I'd be alone. That's the only reason.
Yeah. So basically, you
So
took over.
Anyway, she came back again, and I was there and learning everything. I didn't know too much about it when I went in. So then she got sick then, so I had to get they appointed me then when she got really sick. I think she broke her arm. And when she got really sick, finally they said, we'll appoint you as the land registrar then. And that was I think that was in 1958. I'm not too sure.
That's okay.
That's okay.
1958's a good
Yeah,
year.
And anyways, then I had appointed deputy land registrar. So I appointed Mrs. Keys. Mrs.
Keys, eh?
Keys.
Kais?
Keys.
Mrs. Kais. Well,
Keys.
from the feedlot down on John Street.
John Street, yeah, his
Okay.
wife.
Right.
Well, she said, I don't know anything about it. Well, I said, I didn't either when I came in here, but we can learn together. So she came in and she was just a dandy.
Well, that's good.
Oh, she done all the good typing and everything, and she got to know how to register and make sure everything was in order and that. So we got pretty busy.
So how long were you there, Lloyd?
Pardon?
How long were you there?
16 years.
16 years.
Yeah. I was there 2 years after I was 65. They kept me in just to get my pension up more than anything.
I see.
Now, Jack Bruff in Bowman, pardon my throat.
That's good.
Jack Bruff in Bowman, he was the same age as I was, and he got 2 years extra too. So just for our pensions, more than anything. So we got started to get really busy, and we had a fella come in was out on the Lakeshore Road. I can't just think of his name. Anyways, he bought 200 acres of land out there, and he divided it all into lots. So I went to him and I said, no, I said, just a moment, you've got to take and put a plan on. I said, we can't, how can we register all these? So he put the plan on, not a register plan, just a subdivision plan.
Right.
Put it all in there, and we had all these deeds coming in for 200 acres. Well, we worked to get these registered. We were supposed to be at 4 o'clock, but what we done, we dated them all the 24th, and we worked until after supper sometimes, after before we went to supper.
And whereabouts was that land on Lakeshore Road?
It was at the far end of Lakeshore Road, Clark Township. It's right against Clark Township.
Oh, I see.
It's
Yeah.
this side of Clark
Yeah.
Township. So we divided all this, and we got them all done. And then he came in one day and he said, somebody showed him, this year. He said, did I buy you all that? He did. I forget his name. That's one thing I did.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Huey.
Really?
Huey. Yeah. I forget what his French name was.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, that was got us busy. We had to get more help all the time. We kept getting more help. We got another, not a deputy, but a clerk 5, and that was Elizabeth Devine here.
Mm-hmm.
And she came in, and the first thing they started, we had, by the way, we had Hope Township. We Port Hope Township, Cavan Township, and Manders, just so in this office. So they were coming from Lindsay to search and to register.
Oh,
They're
I see.
coming from Peterborough
Right.
for Cavan. Well, we were getting pretty busy then,
Yeah.
and we had to hire some more. So when I left there, I think we had six of us all together. And then,
Yeah.
so we were pretty busy, and ahead of that, when we started, first of all, Northumberland and Durham counties they owned the buildings and they looked after them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they wouldn't do nothing for us. I said to one, he came in one time to inspect, I said, how about some hot water? Well, one of the ladies that was in the council was there, and, well, she says, I see a kettle over there that you can heat it. That was the answer.
So actually, you've seen a lot of changes throughout the years, eh?
Yeah.
So some of the changes downtown, dude.
Well, now the first, those steps going in, you go up, pardon my throat.
That's
but I
okay.
just-
That's okay.
Do you need a drink?
But I just, when we went in to the office, we went in flat, right through to the ground floor, and we went up the stairs inside.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was one big step up there, up to the floors. Well, then they came into once the government took over, they done a lot of stuff. And then after they were there for a while, well, then we were heated by gas, hot water heating. And there was a rad under every window. And of course I was going around bleeding these things every so,
Oh, yeah.
and then they came along, and now first of all our office was in the front.
Mm-hmm.
That was the little office, and to register. There was two big counters there they'd come in, the lawyers and everything.
Right.
And we had our little office. And the northwest corner, that was our little office, just enough for two of us. Anyways, that was they'd come out to us at the counter for us to go into the back room to get a deed or a mortgage or whatever they want. Well, we were walking from the front to the back all the time. That's where all the documents were and all the instruments and that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So about 3 years before I retired, I got after one fellow who used to come around and check us what we wanted. And I said, we'd love to get our office in the center. So that and put the searchers in the front. So when they come back into us, we could go right next door and get the documents to them. So that worked a lot better. Well, then about the gas furnace. Then when the government came in, they put electric heating in everything. And
I see.
yeah.
The baseboard heaters, we still have those.
Yeah?
Oh, there was a lot of changes.
Yeah.
All I remember, we had, I think it was 5 or 6 employees,
Right.
which we started off with just two just myself. And some days, we'd go maybe for a day or 2 days, maybe we wouldn't see a soul. Nobody come in. And then we had general meetings, all different places, and then we had one up in Lindsay, and he held his, we stayed up in Fenelon Falls for the meeting. We had meetings all over, one in Kingston, and all the registers, land registry offices were at all these meetings. They were at all these. There were different places, Hamilton, and then they came along and took us out and put us in with Coburg. Well, I was retired when they done that.
Yes.
And they took Manvers to Lindsay, took Cabin Township to Peterborough, and put Port Hope and Hope in Coburg. That was I wasn't there when that was done. Well, the only thing, when the government came in, we said, if we had a fire in here, what would happen? So they said, jump out the back window. And by the way, when I went in there was steel bars on every window. Big steel bars and steel shutters. And I went in there. So they came along and they said, what would you like taken off? I said, the steel bars outside. They wanted to look so much like a jail. So they took them out. Matter of fact, I had one at home before I took it home with me. They sold the rest, I think, for junk or something.
Yeah.
And then I guess when I left, they took the shutters off. I don't think the shutters are on there now, are they?
Yeah, they're still
Are
there.
they there? Now that parking lot to the north, I got the gravel, or I got permission to get the gravel. I made that. I shoveled it and done it all myself.
Really?
We had a little fella, he said he'd come and any jobs you had, he'd get it. So I phoned him and said, oh, well, I couldn't go. He said, I'm not too busy. So I done it myself. I done one Saturday, I think it was, and made a nice place for 3 cars. Yeah.
Yep.
Still there.
And it's still there. Still there.
There you go.
Yeah.